Hey guys, True Grit's got Bulletproof saws. Got a fresh 44 build to show you guys. Been doing a lot of custom builds lately, and again, I said it. I just made a 66 video the other day, and I don't think I even posted it yet. But it's hard for me to take time to make videos on every saw. But once in a while, when the weather's nice, it's nice to get out and make a video. So I have a 44 build with a highway heavy duty handle. It's got a tight nickel 44, big bore pop up in it. We did all the bearings. We did, I don't know what else, caber rings. Trying to think of what else. We have a pretty standard build where we swap out a lot of the parts. You guys know this, for parts that we think are more reliable, whether it's a wrist pin bearing or clutch bearings and different things. So she's built, it's kind of a standard build. I feel like I say the same thing over and over, so I'm not going to. I'm going to run it, make a couple cuts. I got a 24-inch bar on it. We're not going to quite get through this log here, but it's something to cut on. It's what I got. So I'm just going to start this up and run it, and we'll have a video. The other thing I want to tell you guys is I have these available all the time, and 99% of them are sold through word of mouth. What we're trying to do is get ahead on a couple builds, and then we're going to post them on bluesaws.com. So you guys, not only can you get the pre-built saws, but you can get custom saws. And then even if you didn't want a fully built saw, maybe you wanted a pre-built saw with some, performance upgrades to it, we're going to have a section to do that too. But until I get that website squared away and updated, you might have to contact me or send a message through Blue Sauce, send a message to Jesse, send a message to me, and we'll get back with you on it. Right now, I think we got some 880s ready to go. What else do we have? 880s, 440s, 395 XPs, and we've swapped out different, depending on the build, it'll come with different parts. So we have them a few different ways. I have to get back. I'm probably going to do a few ported 46s. I don't know. There's a bunch of saws to do and not enough time to do them. And I'm out here playing with saws because this is a lot more fun than updating websites. So there you go, guys. I'm going to stop talking. I'll start up a saw and make a little video, see how it cuts. I don't know that I have it tuned in yet. I got half a tank or so through it so far because I was playing around with it yesterday because I had a 46 I wanted to compare it to. Well, that worked out pretty good. That one didn't work out. Anyhow, guys, I love these 44s. I've been building them for years now, and we get nothing but good feedback about them. Guys love them. It's with the saw head, the power head empty, it's about 8 ounces difference in weight between this and the 460. The 460 has a little bit of a bigger fuel tank on it. and a little bit of more capacity for bar oil. And of course, the cylinder is going to be a little bit bigger. So when you add all that up, it gives you 8 ounces or about half a pound of weight difference. But then once you fill them up with fluid, of course, if you're holding more fluid, it's going to weigh more. So you get a little bit of a weight difference. You know, in building them, and I tell people who buy kits from us at Blue Saws that it kind of depends on what kind of builder you are. I believe, in my personal opinion, I like the oiler on the 46 better than the oiler on the 44 from an install standpoint, because the 44 has that arm that connects it to the oil, which I don't love that. And I see people fight with it. They don't get it seated to the O-ring correctly, or they knock the O-ring off when they're seating it. But what's nice about a 44, and especially if you've never pressed a case together before, is that you really just about can't pooch the seals. The reason for that is the flywheel side's always going to go nice. It's got a nice graceful taper to it, so that if you're not replacing the seals, which we always put in the highway seals, we don't use the Farmer Tech seals, and that's a whole nother video. Not saying there's anything majorly wrong with the Farmer Tech seals. I just feel we get more reliability out of the highway seals. Again, that's another video. But so your flywheel side will go smooth, but a lot of people have problems with the PTO side, with, you know, some of the ridges in there inverting their seal, and that doesn't happen on the 44 because you have that extra bushing that you could push in afterwards, and you could be real careful with it. And I think for guys who are scared of seals, that might make it an easier build. That being said, the 46, what's nice about that is you have a bigger chance of pooching a seal if you're not used to it, but the oiler's a little bit easier without that arm on it, and people tend to not make mistakes on it. So that's kind of a big deal. Other than that, the builds are very, very similar. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that jumps out at me that you would pick one over the other. I think just the seals and then the weight. I very much like the 44 cylinders. You got to go. I know. Come on, get, go, go, go. You're ruining my video. Or maybe you're making my video. This video is probably better with the dog in it. But why you would pick one over the other, I have real good luck porting the 460s, and I could pull a lot of power out of that saw. I think this does really well with that highway tight nickel big bore on it. Although I have a moving target with highway tight nickel big bores on 46s. That could be a whole nother video. I made one a couple years ago. Have to update that video to give you guys some more information. Anyhow, guys, we usually run discount codes on Blue Saws. I don't know how we're going to apply them to build saws. Maybe we're going to do something, maybe we're not. Have to figure out some other pricing options for different levels for, you know, depending on what you guys want. Anyhow, guys, you got to see a quick brand new 44 build. I'm sure it's going to get better with a little bit of tuning and some time for those cable rings to seat. Anyhow, True Grit Scott, Bulletproof Saws, and BlueSaws.com. Thanks for watching and stay safe.